Diplomacy, which is a tool of statecraft, includes military diplomacy as its subset. In most democratic forms of government, it is the political leadership that defines the role of the military and normally assigns it a significant role in the national security matrix. Therefore, military diplomatic engagement between two or more countries assumes significance. Military diplomatic engagements primarily take place through defense wings of diplomatic missions on a continuous basis. The effort is augmented by empowered steering groups with representation of high-level delegation of ministers, bureaucrats, and military officials. Such engagements facilitate better professional coordination between the two similarities and two militaries with subject matter expert exchange programs as well as exchange of trainees in courses conducted at various military training institutes in the two countries. Hello everyone and welcome to SSB Crack Exams. I am Heyman and I would like to give you a detailed analysis of the second part of the important military exercises of the Indian Armed Forces, especially of those exercises that are conducted by the Indian Navy. As I have told you in the previous section that I have discussed some of the most important Indian naval exercises. So in this particular section I will wrap up with the remaining most important Indian naval exercises, and if in case I am not covering anything, please do mention in the comment section so that we will cover up with more informative inputs. If in case many other new defense exercises are coming up, we will include that also in the coming up days. So without wasting any time, let us start off. That I would like to introduce to you that SSB Crack Exams is always the most sought after Android application by millions of students and defense aspirants across India who are dreaming to join the armed forces of our country. We provide you unique lecture content, hundreds of study material, thousands of sample practice questions and exercises and quizzes. Our mock tests are made specially keeping in view of the latest exam patterns. So do download the app and subscribe to our favorite course, and also please do follow us on all sort of social media platforms to keep yourself updated with important Indian and international inputs. Beginning with the first and foremost exercise that I would like to discuss with you regarding this particular part is regarding the IMCOR or IMCOR, which is a short form for the India-Myanmar Coordinated Patrol. Okay, so I repeat, it is what? It is the India-Myanmar Coordinated Patrol kind of exercise, and it was participated by both Indian Navy and the Myanmar Navy. It is conducted from 20th of May 2019 to 28th of May 2019, which is an approximately 9-day exercise, and it was conducted in the last year at Port Blair in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. If we go through the ships that have participated in this particular exercise, we have INS Saryu, which is a Saryu class patrol vessel, the lead ship of the patrol vessels of its class. So INS Saryu had participated along with the Myanmar naval ships. They include UMS King Tabin Shwiti and UMS Inlai. Both of them have been participating, and from both the sides, maritime patrol aircrafts of both Indian Navy and the Myanmar Navy have participated. If we go through in detail regarding this particular exercise, that this particular one, IMCOR 19, is the 8th edition of the exercise. The ships deployed patrolled along the international maritime boundary line between the two countries, thus covering a distance of about 725 kilometers over a period of 4 days. This is considered to be a very strategic exercise wherein which both the countries share a lot of important informative content. They both share military drills, exercises, procedures, and they will make sure that both the countries maintain their military diplomacies in their proper way. The goal of the exercise regarding this particular coordinated patrol seeks to address issues of terrorism, human trafficking, poaching, illegal fishing, drug trafficking, and other illegal activities harmful to interests of both the nations. Going through with the next important exercise is regarding the SIMBEX 19, the Singapore-India military bilateral exercise. You can name the full form it as what? It is the Singapore-India military bilateral exercise, SIMBEX 19. It is conducted last year from 16th of May to 22nd of May, which is around 1 week. Okay, so where was it conducted? It was conducted in the South China Sea, which was a very clear message towards China at that particular point of time. And if we go through that, the ships that have participated in this include INS Shakti, which is a Deepak class fleet tanker, and INS Kolkata, which is a stealth guided missile destroyer. Okay, so both INS Shakti and INS Kolkata have participated with the Royal Singapore naval ships RSN Steadfast and RNS Valiant. So both of them have participated. From both the sides, long range maritime patrol aircraft P8I and the Fokker F50 have participated respectively. The F-16 fighter aircrafts were a special important show. They have given a strategic military alliance at that particular point of time during the Simbex 19. If we go through in detail regarding this particular one, that since its inception in 1993, Simbex has grown in tactical and operational complexity. The annual bilateral exercise saw its progression from traditional anti-submarine exercises to more complex maritime exercises such as advanced air defense operations, anti-air surface practice firings, tactical exercises, etc. Simbex 2019 also concluded the 2-month-long deployment of Indian naval ships Kolkata and Shakti to South and East China Seas, extending the bridges of friendship through enhanced cultural, economic, and maritime interactions with the countries of East and Southeast Asia is considered to be the goal of the Simbex 19 exercise. Going through with the next important exercise is regarding the exercise Varuna. Varuna is an exercise with both Indian Navy and the French Navy. So the France is that particular country that has been participating through Varuna exercise all the way from the year of it is the 17th edition that we have to understand. So it is conducted from 1st of May 2019 to 10th of May 2019. Exactly 10 days we had this particular exercise with the French Navy. It has been conducted in 2 phases. The phase 1 was conducted in India and the phase 2 is conducted in Djibouti. And where was it conducted in India? It was conducted at Mormugao Port Trust in Goa, and it hosted the harbour phase, and sea phase was at the Goa coastal area and Pigeon Island off the coast of Goa. Okay, so phase 1 consists of 2 phases, 2 sub-phases, which included the harbour phase and the sea phase. So the harbour phase was conducted in the Mormugao Port Trust and the sea phase was conducted in the Pigeon Island of the Goa, whereas the phase 2 of this particular exercise, it was conducted in Djibouti. If we go through in detail regarding the ships that have participated in this particular exercise, because this is a very, very important exercise and it is a very strategic update that we have got, that INS Chennai, INS Mumbai, INS Tarkash and INS Deepak, and also a submarine which is the name was not mentioned properly. So all of these are those ships that have participated in the exercise Varuna. INS Chennai is a Kolkata class stealth guided missile destroyer. INS Mumbai is a Delhi class guided missile destroyer. INS Tarkash, which is a Talwar class frigate. INS Deepak, which is a lead ship of its own fleet tankers. So all of these ships, they have participated with the foreign ships. And what are those French ships that have participated? The French naval surface FNS Charles de Gaulle, which is a French Navy aircraft carrier. Okay, so in this particular exercise, French aircraft carrier has participated. Then comes FNS Forbin, which is a Horizon class air frigate. Then comes FNS Provence, which is an Aquitaine class multi-purpose frigate. FNS La Touche-Treville, which is an anti-submarine destroyer, and FNS Man, which is a fleet tanker, and also a nuclear submarine also have participated in this Varuna exercise. So this exercise was a very, very strategic exercise. If we go through that this is the 17th edition of the exercise, and dignitaries from both the navies visited the French carrier task force and were briefed on the conduct of the exercise. Air defense exercise between the task groups of Delhi and Paris progressed with larger number of fighter aircraft participating from both the nations. To enhance the complexity of air defense, controls of the fighters were handed over to the destroyers of each group by respective aircraft carriers. Air defense exercise for the day terminated with the mix of INS Vikramaditya guiding the Rafale fighter jets from the Charles de Gaulle in a planned firing exercise on the Pigeon Island. The goal of the exercise is to undertake collective training for participating navies, building interoperability and mutual understanding, as well as sharing of the best practices. Going through with the next exercise is regarding the ADMM plus MS FTX, which can be fully named as the ASEAN Defense Ministers Meeting Plus, which is a maritime security field training exercise. This is a very, very strategic one. If you have to understand that the ASEAN Defense Ministers Meeting, this ADMM that you are seeing, this is hosted in the year of 2019 in the South China Sea. It was concluded on 13th of May. This is the only official framework of the defense ministers meeting in the Asia Pacific region. So including the Asian country members, that means the association of the Southeast Asian nation. So that include 10 countries along with the 10 countries of the ASEAN, the other countries that were also non-members of the ASEAN have also participated in this. So the total number of countries that have participated in this exercise were around 18 countries. Okay, around 18 nations have participated in ADMM plus FTX exercise, which include the 10 countries of the ASEAN and India, Australia, USA, South Korea or the Republic of Korea, Japan, New Zealand, China and Russia. Okay, so all of these were those participating navies that have participated in this particular one. And when was it conducted? It was conducted in two phases. Phase 1 was of 9 days and phase 2 was of 4 days. Phase 1 was conducted from 1st of May to 9th of May 2019, and again from 9th of May to 12th of May phase 2 was conducted. And where was it conducted? From 1st of May to 9th of May. The first 9 days were conducted at Busan in South Korea, whereas the next phase, the second phase, from 9th to 12th, it was the remaining 4 days, it was conducted in the South China Sea. If we go through the ships wherein which that have participated, the Indian ships that have participated in this, they were INS Kolkata and INS Shakti, both being the stealth guided missile destroyer and Deepak class fleet tanker respectively. And if you go through the foreign ships, since we have around 18 countries, it is very difficult for me to give the complete details of all the ships that have participated here, because it is not even very much important for us to remember, but it is important for us to remember our Indian ships, so that I have mentioned it here. So from the other countries, we have to understand that there were around 19 ships and 10 aircraft with about 700 personnel from 18 ADMM plus countries they have participated. Okay, so this is a very strategic exercise. The ASEAN Defense Ministers meeting plus maritime security field training exercise in the South China Sea, it concluded on 13th of May 2019 at RSS Singapura, also known as Changi Naval Base in Singapore. ADMM Plus is the only official framework of defense ministers meetings in the Asia Pacific region. It is a platform for ASEAN and its 8 dialogue partners to strengthen security and defense cooperation for peace, stability and development in the region. It was established in the year of 2010. The goal of this ADMM Plus MS FTX meeting is to strengthen and enhance mutual cooperation and interoperability in the association of Southeast Asian nations, providing opportunities for interaction and exchange of professional views between the personnel of the both navies. Going through with the next exercise that we have to discuss is regarding the exercise AUSINDEX 19, which is the exercise between both Indian Navy and the Australian Navy. It was conducted for around 15 days from 2nd of April 2019 to 16th of April 2019. And where was it conducted? It was conducted at Visakhapatnam in Bay of Bengal. The Indian ships that have participated in AUSINDEX 19 where a Kilo class submarine have participated, along with that a Kamorta class anti-submarine vessel, a stealth destroyer and a land-based Hawk aircraft also participated in this exercise. The foreign ships, they included HMAS Canberra, which is a landing helicopter dog, HMAS Success, which is an auxiliary oiler replenishment vessel, HMAS Newcastle, which is an Adelaide class frigate, HMAS Parramatta, which is an Anzac class frigate, and P8I and P8 maritime patrol aircraft, they have participated in this exercise. If we have to go through regarding this exercise, is regarding that the exercise featured the deployment of Australian personnel on Indian ships and vice versa. AUSINDEX 19 also witnessed the largest ever deployment of an Australian defense group to India. Over 1,000 Australian defense personnel took part. For the first time, 55 American and 20 New Zealand military personnel embarked on board the Royal Australian Navy ships and witnessed the exercises during this particular exercise. The goal of this exercise is to strengthen and enhance mutual cooperation and interoperability between the Indian Navy and the Royal Australian Navy, providing opportunities for the interaction and exchange of professional views between the personnel of both the navies. Going on with the next exercise is regarding the IBS AMER, which can be translated as India, Brazil and South Africa maritime exercise. Okay, so what is this? It is India, Brazil and South Africa. So these 3 countries navies have participated in this exercise, and it was done for around 3 days at the place of Simonstown in South Africa. Okay, so at the Simonstown in South Africa from 1st of October to 3rd of October in the year of 2018. Remember, in the year of 2018 it was conducted. It is going to be conducted in this particular year 2020, but it was postponed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So we have to understand that particular one. So regarding the ships that have participated in IBS AMER 18, they included INS Tarkash, which is a Talwar class frigate, INS Kolkata, which is a stealth guided missile destroyer, long range maritime patrol aircraft P-8I, Sea King and Chetak helicopters, and a Marcos contingent was also assigned in this particular exercise. The foreign ships that have participated in this included the Brazilian naval ship Barroso, which is a Brazilian Navy corvette. Then comes the South African Naval Service SCS Amatola, which is a Valor class frigate of South Africa, SCS Protea and SCS Manthati, both of them being the Heckler class survey vessel and Heroine class submarine respectively. This particular exercise is the 6th edition of the exercise and it is conducted once in every 2 years. All the editions of this exercise are held in South Africa. The thrust of exercises at the sea this year would be on anti-submarine warfare, surface firings, air defenses, visit board research and seizure, flying operations, search and rescue and tactical procedures. The goal of IBS AMER 18 exercise is to undertake collective training for participating navies, building interoperability and mutual understanding, as well as the sharing of the best practices. Going through with the next important and a crucial exercise is regarding the Kakadu 18. Kakadu is an exercise which is hosted by the Royal Australian Navy. It is very clear that it is hosted by the Royal Australian Navy. So Australia invites various other countries to its own place. So here it was conducted in the year of 2018 at the coast of Darwin in the Northern Territory of Australia, and it was conducted for around 17 days and around 27 countries participated. And what are those countries? They included, obviously, because Australia is hosting, so Australia is one particular country. Along with that, Bangladesh, China, Chile, France, our country, India, Indonesia, Japan, New Zealand, People's Republic of China, Philippines, Republic of Korea, Singapore, Sri Lanka, United Arab Emirates, United States, Vietnam, and many were there in this particular exercise. There were around 27 countries that have participated in this exercise, and our Indian ships that are there was only one Indian ship that has been participated in this particular exercise, and that was INS Sahyadri. Okay, INS Sahyadri is an indigenously built guided missile frigate. So only INS Sahyadri participated in this particular exercise, and from the all of around 27 countries, some countries did not give their naval assets, but they were attending all the important meetings and the bilateral procedures, the agreements and the deals were always there. They attended all of them. But only few countries came forward in showing their prowesses and showing the naval ships and demonstrating the naval drills in the sea, and around 23 ships from around 21 and around 21 aircrafts have participated from these 27 countries. Going through in detail, that Kakadu is a premier multilateral regional maritime engagement exercise that is conducted twice a year in Darwin and in the northern Australian exercise areas. Exercise Kakadu 2018 is designed to be carried out into 3 phases, which include a harbor phase, a force integration training phase, and a free play phase. The goal of Kakadu exercise is to undertake collective training for participating navies, building interoperability and mutual understanding, as well as sharing of best practices. Going through with the next exercise is regarding the RIMPAC 18. RIMPAC is regarding the Rim of the Pacific Nations International Maritime Exercise. This is a very costly exercise and India did not participate for every particular version of this exercise. So it was going to participate in the RIMPAC 2020. So the Rim of Pacific Nations 2020, India was going to participate. So India did not participate in the RIMPAC 20 exercise. The main reason was because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Okay, so because of the COVID-19 pandemic, India was not a part of the 2020 exercise, but it was still conducted by the United States of America. But still, we have to understand and go through that RIMPAC 18 was that where Indian Navy was participating. So that is considered to be very, very important one. If you go through the participating nations, there were around 26 countries participated in the RIMPAC 18 exercise. They included the United States Pacific Fleet is the hosting particular one of this particular exercise. Who hosts this particular one? It is the United States Pacific Fleet is that particular one that hosts this RIMPAC 18 exercise every year. Okay, so this is being conducted twice a year. That you have to understand, it is the twice a year. And if we go through the countries that are participating, it includes the Australia, Brunei, Canada, Chile, Colombia, France, Germany, India, Indonesia, Japan, Malaysia, Mexico, Netherlands, New Zealand, Peru, South Korea, Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, Tonga, and the United Kingdom. There are around 26 countries have been participating in this particular exercise. And when was this conducted? It is conducted from 27th of June 2018 to 2nd of August 2018. Around 1 month, 7-day exercise this particular one was. Okay, so this was a 1 month, 1 week long exercise, and it was conducted at Honolulu in Hawaii Islands off the coast of Southern California in the United States. So it is conducted by the United States Pacific Fleet, and it is also conducted in the RIMPAC 2020 was also finished, but India did not participate in that regarding the COVID-19 pandemic, and that is considered to be a very, very crucial one, and that you have to understand and remember. So these are very, very important updates that you have to remember, because RIMPAC 18 is considered to be a very crucial exercise which is conducted, and this is one of the costliest exercises that India has ever participated. Again, INS Sahyadri was the only ship that was participating in the RIMPAC 18, and it was an indigenously built guided missile frigate. If we go through the other 26 countries that have participated, about 47 ships, 5 submarines, over 200 aircraft, land forces from 18 countries, and 25,000 personnel were those who were interacting in this particular RIMPAC 2018 exercise. So in the edition of RIMPAC 2018, the Chilean Navy was responsible for leading the naval exercise, being the first non-English speaking navy to carry out this task. The exercise also included a live firing of the AGM-158C long-range anti-ship missile for the first time. Brazil, Israel, Vietnam, and Sri Lanka participated in RIMPAC 2018 for the first time. Disaster relief, anti-piracy operations, maritime security operations, war fighting, amphibious operations, mine clearing, and anti-submarine and air defense exercises are some of the activities conducted. India did not participate in RIMPAC 2020, which was an at-sea only event in light of the COVID-19 concerns. The theme of RIMPAC is Capable Adaptive Partners. I repeat, it is what? It is the Capable Adaptive Partners. RIMPAC 2020 marks the first time a non-US military woman captain, Philippa Hay of the Royal Australian Navy, which led a RIMPAC task force of more than 2,500 sailors. The goal of RIMPAC 2018 is to undertake collective training for participating navies, building interoperability and mutual understanding, as well as sharing of best practices, and always maintaining a free and open Indo-Pacific. Going through with the next and crucial exercise is regarding the Milan 2018. Milan 2018 is considered to be a very, very crucial exercise, and it is participated by around 16 countries. Okay, so it is a very, very crucial exercise wherein which these 16 countries have lot of important maritime and defense important projects, and both of them have crucial agreements with each other. And what are those countries? These 16 countries, they include Australia, Bangladesh, Cambodia, Indonesia, Kenya, Malaysia, Mauritius, Myanmar, New Zealand, Oman, Seychelles, Singapore, Sri Lanka, Tanzania, Thailand, Vietnam, and India. So all of these are considered to be those crucial nations, and the dates of this particular exercise, they included from 6th of March 2018 to 13th of March 2018. Around 8 days it was conducted. And where was it conducted? It was conducted in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Remember, it was conducted in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. The Indian naval ships that have participated in this exercise, they were too many. So including the first and foremost, the crucial ship that was participated in RIMPAC and also in the previous exercises, the only whole and soul leader, INS Sahyadri, which is a Shivalik class multi-role frigate. Then comes INS Jyoti, which is a Commander Fedco class oiler. INS Kirch, which is a Kora class corvette. Along with that, INS Kulish also was there. Then comes INS Saryu, which is a lead ship of its own patrol vessels. INS Kesari, the Shardur class tank landing ship. INS Baratang, which is a Bangaram class patrol vessel, and INS Bangaram, which is obviously the Bangaram class patrol vessel. Then comes the Indian Naval Landing Craft Utility INLCU ship L51, and many other maritime patrol aircrafts, including the Boeing P-8 type maritime patrol aircraft. Along with that, the fighter aircraft, which include the MiG-29K fighters, and along with various other helicopters like Chetak and the light combat helicopter. All of them have participated in the Milan 2018 exercise. It was a very, very huge exercise that we have to understand. And the foreign ships, they were too many. So I'm giving you a very brief account of the most important foreign ships that have participated. They included one each from different country I would like to mention. So the Her Majesty's Australian ship HMAS Larakia of Australia, BNS Dhalishwari of Bangladesh, KRI Katnyak Dev of Indonesia, Lemedang of Indonesia, KD Lekiu of Malaysia, UMS Inlai of Myanmar, King Shin Fusion of Myanmar, RSS Dauntless of Singapore, SLN Samudura of Sri Lanka, and SLN Suranimala of Sri Lanka, and HTMS Narathiwat of Thailand. All of these were those crucial ships that have been given their best in the Milan 2018, whose efforts are considered to be those major efforts to be considered in the Milan 2018 exercise. If we have to go through that, Milan is a multilateral naval exercise hosted by the Indian Navy under the aegis of the Andaman and Nicobar Command until 2018. Later, Eastern Naval Command took responsibility of hosting this. The theme of this particular Milan 2018 exercise is Synergy of the Seas. It is what? It is the Synergy of the Seas. Milan was first held in the year of 1995. Apart from the Indian Navy, the navies of Indonesia, Singapore, Sri Lanka, Thailand have participated in the inaugural edition. 17 nations including India participated in Milan 2014, making it the biggest edition of the event ever. This exercise was not held in the years of 2016 and 2001 due to the International Fleet Review was going on at that particular time. The 11th edition was scheduled to be held in Visakhapatnam from 18th to 20th March 2020 but was postponed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Over 40 countries were expected to participate in the exercise in 2020. Exercises include search and rescue, visit boat search and seize, casualty evacuation, anti-air tracking, surface gun firing, practice approaches for replenishment at sea, close maneuvering of fleet formations, helicopter operations, and high-speed boat operations. The goal of Milan 2018 exercise is to undertake collective training for participating navies, building interoperability and mutual understanding, as well as the sharing of the best practices. That is it regarding this particular exercise, and I hope that you are very clear and understanding about the most important crucial Indian naval exercises, and I hope that this particular session was very helpful. In the coming up next session, I will be discussing with you about the important Indian Armed Forces military exercises with the foreign countries, wherein which Indian Air Force is considered to be a very crucial part. So until then, I would wish and I would like to thank each and every one of you for listening and going through all the important details, and I hope that you are completely noting down all the important ones that I am mentioning it here. Military exercises are considered to be a very crucial part of the syllabus of every defense examination. So please make sure that you go through each and every particular session. If in case you have already downloaded our Android app, you can also get a free PDF study material from this particular exercise. So make sure that you please take and subscribe to one of the most important courses that will be very helpful for you in cracking and achieving your dream of getting the job in the Indian Armed Forces. That is it regarding this particular session. Always stay safe, stay healthy, be confident, be happy. Jai Hind.